Trend number 3, mobile. Like I said, most people are nowadays in China accessing the internet through their mobile phones. So desktops and laptops together is about 81%, but already more than 83% are using their smartphones to go online. And this is something that percentage is only increasing more and more and more. This is again from Connected Shopper, where you can see this is India, also a developing country. You have US and UK, but no other country in the world has this many people that are accessing the internet through their smartphone. Keep that in mind. Also keep this in mind, if you are a brand or if you sell products in China, you have to do it in a certain way that people can do that through their smartphones. You have to have stuff like responsive websites and enable them to find it online. So really, if we're talking about e-commerce and if we're talking about smartphones and if we talk about m-commerce, we have to look to what's happening in China because they're way ahead of us. Shopping, mobile shopping market is only increasing, and what we see here, this is again the division between stuff bought through a PC and through a mobile phone, and the market share of mobile phone purchases is growing. The product purchase using a mobile phone in China, 77% of the people have bought one or more products through their mobile phone. And if you look at the global average, that's only 43%. So, and this includes all kinds of different products. You can even in China, you might have seen this in places in the subway stations. You can go into a subway station, and this is that company, Yihaojian. They sell groceries. And you can simply go into a subway station, scan the QR code. QR codes are really popular in China. We, here in Europe, we don't know how to use them, but they know how to actually use them. And you can scan that, and you can purchase it, and it gets delivered. So you don't have to even go for these most popular, most fast-moving products. You don't even have to go into a shop anymore. And what's also important is more and more people are not using foreign brands. Samsung and iPhone are still very popular in China, but especially on the Android market, Samsung is losing ground. And they are losing ground to domestic brands. And this is something that we will also see happening, not just on phones, but for other products as well. Chinese products are improving, and Chinese consumers finally will realize that their own products are just as good as what they get from other countries. Xiaomi sells smartphones which have roughly the same functionality as an iPhone for half the price. And these companies are also helping people to get online through their smartphones, because finally, with their wages, they can buy a good smartphone from a brand like Xiaomi. Xiaomi is, by the way, selling it almost at cost price, and they are earning money through the content they actually sell on those smartphones. So not so much the hardware itself, they make money through the software. And this is what their sales looks like. So again, non-existent a couple of years ago. They started doing flash sales, and this is where they will probably be at next year, selling that many, 100 million smartphones a year. This is one of the reasons for the growth in m-commerce. So the penetration of cheaper smartphones in the countryside and in second and third tier cities, and among migrant workers. They are now able to go online, and they are now able to shop online. The 3G and the 4G coverage is increasing. About 40% of the mobile phone users now have 3G or 4G. And the number of Wi-Fi hotspots is also increasing in China. And there's new ways of mobile payment and O2O, what we call offline to online, or the other way around sometimes. So that brings us to number 4, mobile payment. We, again, in Europe, are not very used to paying through our mobile phone. In Holland, you have a new initiative called My Order by the Rabobank. But that's one of the first things I've really seen that enables this same stuff. But in China, 55% of the people has already paid for transactions through their mobile phone. Compare that to the US, only 19%. So again, they're way ahead of our own development. What are they doing? They are shopping, credit card payments, bank transfers, group buying fees, but also, this has become very popular this year, ordering a taxi and paying for your taxi through a mobile app. And what are those mobile apps? Could be WeChat Payment, it's part of WeChat. So in WeChat, you're able to top up your mobile account. You can transfer your savings into a money fund and get a higher percentage of interest than you can get at a bank. You can play lotteries, you can order taxis, you can buy special deals, group buying, you can donate to charity, you can buy movie tickets, order airplane tickets, and as a Dutchman, I'm very proud that you can also go Dutch. For the people that don't know what go Dutch is to split the bill with your friends, which is in itself is remarkable, because I'm used to Chinese people fighting over who gets to pay the bill. So that's an interesting development. The same thing, much of the same stuff you can also do in Alipay. Alipay Wallet is an application by Alibaba, and you have a lot of the same functionality in that same app. So mobile payment. What else do they do with their smartphone? Showrooming. Do you know what showrooming is? Showrooming is going into a shop with your smartphone and then using your smartphone to see if you can get it, for instance, cheaper somewhere else. And China is also leading in showrooming. When asked, and this is China Global and the UK, when asked, do you use your mobile device inside a store? So roughly 93% of the Chinese people are using their smartphone in a store. And most of them to compare prices. Maybe it's cheaper to buy it online. I can see the product here, but I'm going to buy it somewhere else. Or I want to look up more product information, or I want to see what people are saying about this product, or what they are saying about the store. And just compare that to the figures globally and in the UK, and you'll see that also in this area, China is already way ahead of where we are. And again, applications like WeChat make that extremely simple to do. You just walk into a store, you open a scanner, you scan the barcode, and it will tell you you can buy it online for this price. Or sometimes it doesn't even need to have a barcode. You simply scan the cover of a book, and it will tell you what the price is on Amazon China. And you can then, from WeChat, actually purchase that stuff as well.